Hello, everyone. The 39th President of the United States, Jimmy Carter, is well known for his commitment to serving the American people. In addition to his tenure in the White House, he is renowned for his persistent efforts outside of it. The true query, though, is how much money a person like Jimmy Carter made in his lifetime. In comparison to other former presidents, how much money does he have? However, the awful reality of his financial situation left us stunned. You won't believe the contrast between his fortune and that of previous leaders. Therefore, I beg you to stay until the very end. And the title reflects the person who authored it. Let's go over some background information first. In Plains, Georgia, Jimmy Carter was born in 1924. He was raised on a peanut farm by a modest working-class family. Despite having a lowly background, he recognized the importance of tenacity and hard work. Carter began from scratch to attain his accomplishments, in contrast to many politicians who come from powerful or affluent backgrounds. His humble background influenced his outlook, which remained consistent even when he rose to prominence as one of the world's most influential. Carter's political career began in 1971, when he was elected governor of Georgia. He was elected President of the United States in 1976. Carter, however, had no desire to live in luxury during his time as president. His attention was always on helping people. He returned to his hometown of Plains, Georgia, to lead a modest, peaceful life after leaving office as president in 1981. This stands in stark contrast to what most past presidents do after leaving office. A number of them went on to earn millions of dollars via business endeavors, speaking engagements, and book sales. Carter, however, adopted an entirely different strategy. Let's now discuss his monetary worth. Jimmy Carter's net worth is $10 million, according to the latest current estimations. That may seem like a lot to the typical person. However, it's rather low when compared to other former presidents. Bill Clinton's estimated net worth is more than $120 million, whereas Barack Obama's is over $70 million. Donald Trump's net worth is in the billions, despite the fact that he was already a billionaire before winning the presidency. What caused Jimmy Carter's net worth to drop so precipitously? His priorities are the solution. Carter decided to concentrate on humanitarian causes during his post-presidential years rather than building fortune like many other politicians do. He established the Carter Center in 1982 with the goals of advancing human rights, combating illness, and achieving global peace. Carter gave the group a substantial amount of his time, effort, and even personal funds. Making a difference was more important to him than earning millions of dollars. Carter's humble lifestyle is another factor contributing to his extremely low net worth. Carter still lives in the modest ranch home he constructed in Plains, Georgia, in the 1960s, when many past presidents now reside in opulent homes. The estimated value of that house is $200,000. To put that in perspective, Carter's entire property is worth more than what most celebs spend on a single automobile. His modest living situation demonstrates his practical nature and his conviction that he should live within his means. But this is where things become more unpredictable. Carter and his wife Rosalind have donated a large amount of their fortune to charitable organizations, despite the fact that it has little personal worth. They have contributed to organizations that are close to their hearts, such Habitat for Humanity, which constructs homes for the poor. Even in his 90s, Carter has made a substantial impact on Habitat for Humanity home development. Yes, Carter was out there doing hard work to help others, whereas many people his age would be lounging in retirement. That speaks much about his morals and character. In addition, Carter has authored over 30 books covering a wide range of topics, including human rights, politics, religion, and even poetry. He has earned some money from his writing, but he has never made a lot of money doing it. Rather, he has encouraged others and voiced his opinions using his platform. So, how was Carter able to live comfortably on a very small fortune? He lived within his means, is the answer. He made no investments in ostentatious homes, pricey automobiles, or extravagant trips. He put his family, his neighborhood, and his humanitarian activities first instead. Carter's strategy is novel and motivating in a culture where many famous people are consumed by wealth and prestige. It's also important to keep in mind that Carter never exploited his position as former president for financial gain. Speaking engagements cost hundreds of thousands of dollars for many previous presidents, but Carter has always minimized or even waived his costs for causes close to his heart. Making a profit is not as essential to him as conveying critical messages. The fact that Jimmy Carter is leaving a legacy of love, compassion, and service rather than just wealth is among his most intriguing qualities. His work has affected millions of lives worldwide through the Carter Center. Carter's humanitarian work has had a significant impact, from fostering peace in troubled areas to nearly eliminating guinea worm disease. So, what does Jimmy Carter's story teach us? It serves as a reminder that success is more than just financial gain. Carter's life demonstrates that improving the world is the path to true success. He had the opportunity to amass enormous money as a former president, but he opted to lead a life of humility and service instead. It also illustrates the importance of leading a simple life. Carter's simple life serves as a potent reminder that happiness is not found in worldly possessions, in an era when people are continuously pursuing wealth and luxury. It stems from connections, meaning, and improving the lives of others. The important question now is, what gives Jimmy Carter his enormous wealth? This is because it demonstrates that not all leaders are motivated by financial gain. Carter's narrative is noteworthy in an era where power and riches are frequently associated. He is evidence that you may choose to live a modest, purposeful life, even if you work in one of the most influential professions in the world. Before we conclude, I want to know what you think about Jimmy Carter's life and financial philosophy. Is it inspiring to you? Do you believe that more leaders ought to emulate him? Please share your ideas in the comments section below. Your opinions on his amazing journey would be greatly appreciated. I appreciate you sticking with it through to the end. Jimmy Carter has made a significant contribution to the world despite his little riches. He is a real-life illustration of what it means to lead a life that is filled with service and meaning. His narrative should serve as a reminder to all of us that success is about changing people's lives, not about leaving a huge financial legacy. See you in the upcoming video. Additionally, keep in mind that wealth is determined by your contributions to the world rather than your material belongings. Continue to be amiable, stay inspired, and change the world.